Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that lots of people have been asking about, which is how I manage to stay organized and productive with such a busy schedule. Firstly, you gotta stay super organized. This isn't as hard as you may think. It honestly takes 5 minutes in the morning just to plan your day. So I like to use both a physical planner and an online calendar to manage my schedule. My physical planner is more for like day-to-day. When I check my planner, I know what's gonna go on in the day. And my online calendar is actually shared with all the members of my family, so it's easy for me to make my plans so they don't overlap with other people's plans, because I can't drive and I obviously need a ride to places, so then it's easy for me to know, hey, I need to ask for a ride, or oh, I can get myself there. And it just makes planning things easy, so then you don't have conflicting plans on top of an already busy schedule. Another tip for staying organized is keeping a neat space. A lot of people comment on how neat my room is. It's actually not that neat. Like, if you look at my dresser, there's definitely like some clutter and stuff up there. But generally, I find that living in like a neat space helps me be the most productive that I can be. When my room is messy, I usually get stressed about it being messy, and that distracts me from doing the other tasks that I'm supposed to be doing, like homework, choreography, practicing, etc. Another great thing about being organized, like this kind of touches on the calendar, but schedule your events really carefully, because having overlapping events can make it really hard for you to like stay sane, and also makes a really bad impression on those who you overlapped plans with. If I were to, let's just say, have a date with Shannon and then accidentally commit to going to a theater event, I'd have to go to the theater event because that's my job, but then Shannon would just be unhappy because I made conflicting plans. The next tips fall into keeping a good sleep schedule. This is really hard to do while you're in high school, especially because the times you wake up are ungodly. Every day for school, I get up at 5 in the morning, which would be really hard, but I usually go to bed early, which is basically just the first tip. On all the days where you can get more sleep, get more sleep. Going to bed at 9:30 might seem super lame, but honestly, you'll feel so much better waking up at 5 in the morning every day if you can go to sleep by like 9:30, 10 o'clock, because then you get like that solid like 6-7 hours of sleep instead of like 2. On the days where I don't have to be up by 5, I like to get up by 8 a.m. at the very latest, because I feel very unproductive when I sleep in. Also, all-nighters are generally super ineffective. Like, even if you've put off a paper that you've had for a week and it's due the next day at 8 a.m., it's not worth staying up and doing it. Ask for an extension or just turn it in late, take those 10 points off, and honestly, you'll probably do better because your essay or whatever it was will make more sense if you take it a little bit more time. But you can really just fix this problem ahead of time by like not procrastinating. I have a really hard time with this. I'm very much a procrastinator. But what I've discovered to help me is if I'm procrastinating, I like make a deal with myself that I have to be doing something productive, because then at least I'm getting something done and it won't make it so all my work is getting put off just that one thing I don't want to do. The next thing is getting ahead on your work. This is another one of those things that's definitely easier said than done, but when you get a homework assignment, do it the day of, or at least get a good start on it. Because I discovered after taking AP classes in high school, if your teacher assigns you a chapter to read, waiting till the day before the test kind of sucks, because then you're balancing all your other homework with studying, with reading this chapter. And like, just do it the day you get it, because then as you're getting your homework, it's all getting done and you don't end up at the end of the week with this huge pile of homework that's all due on Monday. By doing all your work ahead of time or when you get it, this will decrease your stress and it'll allow you for free time later. A good way that I've done this is I tend to have my videos pre-filmed for a week or 2 out, so then if I'm having a really bad day, I can just decide, oh, I don't want to make a video today, and there's no major consequences. Because I try to keep my Wednesday-Saturday schedule like pretty consistent, but if I am on Tuesday not feeling it, then I'm like, oh, thank God I have a video pre-filmed. Enjoy the ASMR of the rain. The final category is probably the single most important part of having a busy schedule, and that is take care of yourself. You have to know your limits and how much you can do, because if you just get overworked, you're not going to be able to do anything, and then you're going to fall behind. Make sure you leave yourself enough time to have fun, make some plans, go out and do things that aren't related to work at all. It's really stressful to only be doing your work, because even if it is the thing you love, it does become kind of stressful and feels like a burden. So I took up photography recently because it has nothing to do with anything I do. Finally, it's really hard to be productive in a bad mindset, so I suggest taking things up like meditation, journaling, other kind of mental health related things, because if you can keep your anxiety and other things as low as possible, it makes it a lot easier to be productive. If you are feeling really anxious or depressed, I hate to be like, oh, work through it, because I've been there too, and I am there constantly. But working through it really does help. It's hard to get out of bed, it's hard to start doing things, but usually when you get in the groove of doing it, everything kind of starts to feel better. So this video was pretty requested. Thank you so much for watching. If you have more requests, let me know, because this was actually really fun to make, and I don't think I would have thought of making it by myself. So yeah, just let me know what you want to see. I'm back on Instagram now, so you can always DM me. Subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.